MJ23Dan back with another video. Today's video is going to be about the Air Jordan 13 in the white, black, true red, and pearl colorway. A lot of people like to call this the cherries or the true red. So this right here is the OG colorway. This one dropped in 1998. This is also going to be releasing on Saturday, February 18 for the price tag of $190. So back in 1998, these shoes cost 150 bucks. The last time this retroed was in 2010, and that went for 160 bucks. Now I didn't get the 2010 only because I do have the OG, and you can see that it's still in wonderful condition. Before I move further with the shoes, let me go ahead and show you the box label. This is the Air Jordan, simply, and they didn't have the Roman numerals on there. Style number is 136002, color code 101. Alright, so getting into the shoes here, open up the box, and what you see here is dead stock glory. Now, you do see some of the dye getting onto the shoes, on the white parts, and that's because of the dye that they use on the midsole and on the upper itself. So you can see that the white parts of the shoe are turning pink. So fortunately for me, the cat's eye here has not developed any sort of like crust on there. I'll show you on another pair where that actually happens. So on the OG black red version of the Air Jordan 13, you see like this crust that develops on the cat's eye or the hologram at the back of the shoe. So it's really nasty. It's like oxidation. It's gross. But to remove it, you really just have to take like acetone, and it'll like disperse all over the place. It's crazy, but I'm not going to show that on camera. I'm just going to show you like just wiping it away. As you can see, it's like this film that gets on there, and yeah, this is what happens when you have OGs, and it gets like on the material itself, so you really want to try and avoid that to get it off there. But so yeah, fortunately that hasn't happened here on the shoes. So anyways, the Air Jordan 13 is inspired by the black cat, where MJ is pretty much a dominant individual on the court. So Tinker really wanted to display that and give that inspiration into the Air Jordan 13. Now Mike and him did not have any preliminary discussions on the design of the shoe. So when it came to Tinker saying that he thought that Mike was a cat on the court, and he would attack his prey, so to speak, on the court. And Mike was just listening to the design inspiration and was just blown away and was just like, how did you know? And Tinker had no idea what he was talking about, and that Mike was saying that his friends, only his really close friends, called him the Black Cat. So this shoe is inspired by that panther-like beast mode type mentality that Mike has on the court. So as you can see with the hologram I've explained is pretty much the cat's eye. The bottom of the shoe is a cat's paw. As you can see, it's one of the best looking outsoles in the Air Jordan line. And then you have the cat's whiskers here, indentation all on the upper of the shoe. So I was able to fortunately look at the 2017 at a consignment shop that I visited recently in Sacramento, and I can say that it's pretty close to the OG. I have not had much experience with the 2010 version, but when I was holding the 2017 and just thinking back about my OG, I was just like blown away actually, because the quality on there is actually pretty good. If I were to pick out the difference between the 2017 version and the OG, I would say that the leather on the toe is a bit different. So on the OG, it's actually a little bit more softer than it would be on the 2017. But I'm expecting that the 2017 version would just break in, the leather would be great, and all that good stuff. So if you are expecting to pick up the 2017 version, I would highly suggest it. Personally though, for me, I'm not going to be picking it up, only because I do own the OG and I'm actually looking forward to the ones. So I would say like one other difference is the hologram on the bottom, where you can clearly see like the 2017 version is gonna be red, and this one is kind of like yellowed. So still have the carbon fiber plate, which is pretty dope. And then you can see the discoloration coming from the midsole of the shoe, and this is one reason why I feel that Jordan Brand has removed some of the suede on the midsole, although the 2017 version will have the suede on there. But to me, the suede on the midsole of the Air Jordan 13, it just makes the 13 that much more luxurious. So that definitely still needs to be on there, despite, you know, all the discoloration. But this is just going to happen over time. It doesn't happen overnight. So if you intend to just collect, this is just something that you would expect. So you can see all like the discoloration all on the upper and then along the midsole there. So just to show you another similarity here. I'm not too sure. I didn't look at the midsole or the insole of the 2017 version, but this one has a white insole with a black Jumpman in there. But other than that, like the Jordan 13 Chicago True Red Cherry, whatever you want to call it, is going to be pretty much similar to the 2017 version that's coming out on Saturday. One other note before I leave you guys here is that the tab on the bottom, and they've been doing this for a while now, on the OGs you're going to have Jordan on the front tab, but then on the other side of the shoe, or on the other side of the tag, you're not going to have the 13 numeral number on there, and that's typical with any of the retros. So just something to note. And also as well, the holes on the 13's tongue is a little bit more bigger than its successors, so that's just one other thing to note. But the leather quality on the OG is just excellent, second to none actually. And you're gonna have some pretty good experiences with this, with the Zoom Air in the forefoot and in the heel. I've actually restored a pair like this sometime last year, and the shoes are just great. So again, the Air Jordan 13 is just a phenomenal shoe. If you guys are going to be picking it up, please let me know in the comments what you guys think. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care.